Hello, hello, hello everybody, it's Mr. Wilson here again. I'm back with one of these, I'm back with the ukulele for our fourth tutorial. And I said last time we've gone up to learning 4 chords. And if you've got those 4 chords, you can play probably thousands, if not hundreds of pop songs. Anyway, if I just have a little run over what those chords are. Oh, you might just notice on the end I've got my tuner, so it's always worth every time you pick up your ukulele or a guitar, obviously if you're playing guitar, but ukuleles especially because they do go out of tune. Just going to, that's a tiny bit flat, so it means just going to just a little, it's only a little bit out, that's fine. Oh, that's a tiny bit. And whenever you're turning the tuning pegs, it's just tiny little turns you need to be making, not big ones. Just a tiny bit more. Lovely. Don't forget to turn your tuner off. That's always the thing to do. I'm going to take that off now so it's not in our way. Right, so we're going to be using the 4 chords we know so far. So we have got our C chord. Now you can use your first finger to play it. All you're doing is holding down that top string. In guitars and ukuleles, you usually say the top string is the one that's furthest away from you. I don't know, it's not the one that's up here. Anyway, so the string, this string here is on the 3rd fret. So 1 fret, 2 frets, 3 frets there. You can use your first finger, but the reason why we don't really is that it'll be much easier for changing chords between chords. So I'm going to use my 3rd finger to play my C chord, playing all the strings. You can use your thumb, you can use your nails, you can play it there is fine, there is fine. It doesn't have to be over the sound hole. Playing up here is absolutely fine. Then we're going to want our D chord, and that's the new one that we learnt last time, which is a tiny bit trickier. So we've got to have our first finger on the 3rd string at the 2nd fret. Okay, and our 2nd finger is going to go onto the 1st string, the top string, this one here, at the 2nd fret, and then our 3rd finger is going to go onto the string in between, the 2nd string at the 3rd fret. So we had C to a D. Okay, and then we need our A minor. A minor was a nice chord. A minor was playing the bottom string, the string nearest to you, the 4th string at the 2nd fret. So I'm going to use my 2nd finger to play that because I'm at the 2nd fret, and the reason why I need to do that is that straight after we have the A minor chord we're going to have an F, and our F, we don't need to move that finger at all, and the F just presses down the 2nd string at the 1st fret. So we have A minor to F. Okay, so we're going to have C, D, A minor to F. And it's going to go around again. C, D, A minor, F. Okay. You can do that a lot slower, but what you want to be doing for each chord is to strum it 4 times. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, those are the 4 chords. And that is going to let us play, in that order, a song called Hey Soul Sister. You might have heard it. It's been on loads of adverts and things, as well as being a big pop song in the last, I want to say 10 years, but I bet you it's older than that. I bet it's more like 15 years, by a band called Train. On the YouTube video, I will put a link for chords and all the words for this as well. And also on the Class Dojo, I'll have put a PDF of chords as well. Right. So, your lipstick stains on the front lobe of my left side brains. I knew I wouldn't forget you, and so I went and let you blow my mind. Okay, if you can do that tempo, that's great. If you need to do it a little bit slower, that's great as well. You're just going to need to practice the chords separately to maybe playing along with this bit at the moment, just so that you're happy changing between the chords. So changing between C to G to A minor to F, okay? So you can do it really slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, take it as slowly as you want to. You can start to get quicker, okay? But if you try and go really fast to start with, you'll just get disappointed and your fingers will be going all over the place, okay? And you'll get a bit annoyed. I know I did when I tried to do that kind of stuff. So start out slow, more slowly, and then get a little bit faster. Doesn't be really, really fast, okay? Just play those. Make sure it's just 4 times every time that you are strumming. Okay, so the verses are all the same. There's 2, not 4, 4 strums, 2 patterns we've got. So we've got those 4 chords used for all of the verses. Even the bit that sounds a little bit different further on in the song. You know, you could cut and run, watching you, my only drug I need. So gangster, I'm so tough. That bit, it's a lot faster, or at least there's a lot more words, and it sounds different. The singer singing a slightly different melody over the top of the chords, but exactly those same chords that we've just played: C, G, A minor, F. Okay. The only thing that is different is in the chorus. Okay, we start on the F this time on the chorus. So hey, so sister, and then G. Ain't that Mr. and then C. Mr. on the radio, stereo, the way you know it ain't fair, you know. Okay, that got a tiny bit complicated in the middle, I think. So we've got our F to G to C to C, okay? Hey, so sister, ain't that Mr. on the radio, stereo, the way you move it ain't fair, you know. Okay, so there's not as many strums for each of the chords, that's what makes it a bit more interesting for the listener. So we've got oh sister, so we have 4 of the C, ain't that Mr, so only 2 of the G, Mr, okay, 2 of the C, and then back to the F. On the radio, stereo, 4 of that F. The way you move, 2 of the G, ain't fair, you know. Now you can leave that and just leave a pause, ain't fair, you know, and then go back to your F. Ain't those, hey, so sister, ain't that Mr. on the radio, stereo, the way you move it ain't fair, you know. Now, if you want to be really cunning, this is a real challenge. If you wanted to, on the recording, they'd have, hey, so sister, ain't that Mr. on the radio, stereo, the way you move it ain't fair, you know. So they have a G, C, back to the G quickly before going back to your F again. That's, if you practiced and you've really, it just makes it even more interesting for someone listening to it, okay? So that's if you really, really want to, you've nailed changing between all those chords there, and you just want to go on to the next level, that's what you could do there, okay? Then, lastly, rather than just doing down strums, if you've got really good at those down strums, like that, you can start to get a bit quicker. You can start to then add some of your fingers hitting the strings on the way up again, so you get some up strums going, a little bit more interest again, or you can start to have a go at something like this. Oh, wrong chord. Wouldn't be a Mr. Wilson tutorial without a wrong chord. And can you hear that? It's going out of tune. That's how quick ukuleles can go out of tune. So what I was doing there, I was strumming down twice and then going up and down, up and down. That's the massive challenge, that is. But have a go at first and getting those 4 strums. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, have a go at that. If you can get those 4 chords practiced as much as you can, you'll be able to play loads of songs. And I think I'll do some more tutorials using those chords, because then you'll suddenly realise, oh wow, there's so many lovely things that you can play, and even if you don't sing, someone else can sing along while you're playing. Okay. Bye for now. Happy playing ukulele.